Hello and welcome to the Fixed Land. And welcome back to Hard West 2. We're picking up right where we left off. Here we need to find some shelter. We've just had the rigged card game with the Mammon. Or was it Mammon? Mammon, I don't remember. Anyway, at the moment we need to find shelter. That is our goal here. So let's see how we do this. There's a destroyed camp. Lost supplies. Actually, let's investigate here. Let's just check everything out. Okay. We stumbled upon the remnants of a camping site. Okay, so this is the map that we were just starting to learn about. The tents were ripped to shreds, the fire reduced to a pile of smoking embers. So that's where the horses came from. Flynn says, I think you're right. Whoever camped here came a little too close to the ghost train's path. They're probably long gone now. I shivered. Come on, let's keep moving. Camping. You can set up camp at any time. While at camp, you can chat with posse members to get to know them better. Cool. Alright, so we can kind of zoom out to get it. I guess it's 2 map views, maybe? We have 7 whole monies. And... Alright, let's...
Lucky we found these horses.
Let's check out the ruined cabin. A close encounter with the ghost train had left the shack in a shambles. Half of it was missing, and what remained was barely standing. Searching the ruins would be risky. Risky, but we're born to take risks. There's got to be something worthwhile around here. The things we found, hunting trophies, dull skinning knives, rusty snares, suggested the hut had belonged to a hunter, but they were useless to us. After finding a whole half-eagle coin, we gave up and decided to abandon the hut to look for better shelter. Okay, but we gained $5. Cool. What else do we have?
It's freezing out here.
I think my nose is frostbitten.
Alright, does that mean we should make camp, maybe? Let's try it since we haven't done it yet. We set up camp and gathered round the fire. We could hear the wind howling around us like a heartbroken banshee. Even our horses huddled closer together. Talk with Flynn. Flynn sat there alone, standing at the fire. I sat beside her. For some time I was wrestling with myself. There was something deeply wrong with me. I could feel it. You saved my ass there, thank you. Flynn looked at me as if she knew, but how could she? You don't look so good, Jen. Listen, I know you like to keep your cards close to your chest, but this thing Mammon did to you and Clive, it was serious. We need to talk about this. I guess we should have opened up to her while we had the chance. That's my business, kid.
You really are something else, Jen. You're so goddamn blind to everything that's not under your control that you can't see shit. Look behind you, asshole. You're casting no shadow.
Yeah, we should have opened up to her when we had the chance. She stoked the fire and the flames grew brighter for a moment. I turned to look behind me and it took a moment before it hit me. She was right. There was nothing where my shadow should have been. As far as the fire was concerned, it was like I wasn't even there.
No one cares if you believe in a soul or not. The name doesn't matter. It's not just you. I feel strange too. I still have a shadow, but it's looking damn ragged. Whatever Mammon did to us in the ghost train, he hurt all of us. But you and Kestrel, you got the worst of it. When it comes to shadows, you lost it all.
I was rendered speechless. Ask about her past. Oh, okay. Flint, so we have one choice here. Flint is accomplice.
What else you want to know, Jen? I already told you I was raised in an orphanage. I escaped that and I grew up on the streets of Mornwood till I joined up with the circus that came through town. That's where you and Castrol found me. And that's it. I never knew my parents. The sisters at the orphanage told me that a lone man in tattered clothes and a haunted face left me on their doorstep. They say that was my father, and I have a feeling that wherever these powers of mine come from, they came to me through him. So, I'll find him one day, you know? When we're all done with this, I'll find him.
Okay. Thanks for talking, Flynn. Alright. Break camp. That was interesting. Let's see. We can use M to go to the bigger map. Let's check out the abandoned farm. The building offered little shelter, but we managed to start a small fire. It was better than nothing. Suddenly, we heard a muffled thump coming from a low mound sitting under a cockeyed cross, right beside the broken fence. The sky was dark, but the snow gave the night enough of a glow that we could see we're alone out there. We stood above the restless grave. Thump, thump, thump. Flynn looked at me.
Jen, I want you to think very carefully about what you're about to do now.
Alright, I think we've taken her advice. Let's check it out carefully. It's fate, girl. Come on. Would you even be able to sleep tonight if we didn't dig up whatever the hell this is? We just need to be careful.
I'd sleep perfectly well. I hate you, Jen Carter.
We gotta check it out. Come on. We searched the farm. Once we found a pair of shovels, we started digging. We were at it for half an hour or so when the thumping intensified. Then, just as we unearthed the lid of a crude pine coffin, it stopped.
Hello?
A pale fist punched a hole through the coffin's lid. Splinters flew around us, and the stench of a stale tomb billowed into the cold air. We recoiled, drew our guns, and leveled them at the hand.
What in tarnation?
Many loud cracks and grunts broke the wintry silence, and soon a man rose from the grave, his skin pale and sickly, his clothes covered in dust. The dead...
Why am I here?
The dead man hauled himself...
What did you do?
The dead man hauled himself out of his grave. His mouth creaked open, and a dry cough produced a small cloud of dust. Then he raised a finger at us and spoke with a voice like a rusty nail scraping bone. Jen, we didn't do anything wrong. Oh, there, we didn't do anything wrong. We heard you knocking, and we dug your ugly carcass up. The undead thing grunted and trudged toward the house. We decided to follow. Inside, the stranger inspected every room, nook, and cranny. He grunted and coughed his way through the place, his methodical movements betraying a peculiar strength and purpose. He towered above us, and yet we still couldn't see his eyes when he finally turned toward us again.
Guns! I need guns!
Who are you?
Back in my breathing days, folks called me Old Man Bill. I've seen everything. Done everything the West has to offer. I've been an outlaw, a thief, a sheriff, a bounty hunter, hell, even an exorcist for a while.
Exorcists of the Old West.
And now I'm this. Whatever this is.
What just happened?
One day, I just woke up in that pine box buried in my yard.
Buried.
At first I thought I'd been dreaming. I remembered this vision of a train of death, driven by the devil himself, and chugging its way straight to hell. When he spotted me, he started to laugh. Laughed so hard, he woke me up. When I realized I was trapped, I started hitting on the coffin's lid, trying to break free. It didn't hurt none. And being already dead, I wasn't afraid of dying. I just knew I needed to get free.
Bill continues, I don't know how long I was down there. An hour, a day, a week? The next thing I remember was the sounds of shovels and you digging. Then I broke through. What are you after?
I'm gonna get some guns. Gonna track down the devil who woke me up. Gonna get him good. Then I'm gonna lay me back down.
Revenant is what he is, I guess.
Listen, we know that devil of yours, and he's one tough son of a bitch. Name's Mammon, and he's done us wrong too. If you're gunning for him, I reckon we should maybe ride together, at least for a few days.
You got yourself a deal. For now. Mister?
Jin Carter, Messrs. Flynn.
Whatever you say, kids. Call me Bill. Look, years ago, I stashed some equipment in an old hunting shack east of here. Let's wait out the blizzard. See if my stuff's still there.
Luckily, we've got one more horse for you. Let's go. Okay, while exploring the game world, you'll often find side quests that can provide additional loot. Cool. So we go back to the cabin. Old Man Bill. Alright, let's do it. Bill's stash. Alright, so what are we poking around here for? It's interesting how it's sort of partially voiced. But, in any case, guns. Beneath the floorboards, I think. Put some whiskey stashed in the cellar. Dynamite? Yes, tucked up under the roof. That's a damn mess. Getting anything out of there without bringing it down on our heads would be one hell of a feat. Girl's right. I'll grab the guns first, and then, any preferences? Okay, so this is what we'll get. Wild Buffalo Rifle, Coach Gun, and then the choice of whiskey or dynamite. What does whiskey do for us? Courage. Drunk status heals HP. Okay, increases our max HP, but disables us from performing bullseye shot. Okay, how about dynamite? Deals damage to every character in the blast radius. That's a tough choice. Let's take the dynamite. Dynamite always comes in handy. Grab up some of them sticks, Bill. While we stood safely outside the shack, our new undead pal went rummaging through the debris. The place creaked and moaned in protest. It wasn't going to hold up much longer. Just as Flynn predicted, the busted down hut collapsed, burying Bill beneath piles of broken timber. We stood there and gaped at the ruin, the shock that we'd lost the old man. So sudden like that. Just as I was opening my mouth to say a few words over his new grave, that tough son of a gun crawled up from the wreck like it was nothing. He handed us the loot without a scowl. Or with a scowl, of course. Goddamn termites. Pretty slick, old man. Thought you were done for. Bill didn't say a word. He just gave me a nod, and we mounted up and rode off. Okay, inventory. We found loot for the first time. Open inventory menu by clicking its icon at the top right of the screen. Sweet. Okay, you can assign the acquired loot to any character. Remember to experiment with different posse loadouts anytime you get something new. Okay. So, let's do just that. So let's just take a look here. We've got Jin. Let's just do some comparisons here. So she's got more speed than him. Bill's got the most hit points, but the least speed. He's got all these traits. Interesting. Dances with bullets. Jin fires. Just do some. Wow, we got a lot of stuff here. Shadow swap. Flint swaps places with a character in her line of sight. Oh. She and the swapped character each lose 1 HP. Interesting. Jin fires a series of demonic bullets that can pass through walls and cover to deal damage to any character in their path. I guess we'll learn more about these as we go, I suppose. So this is our inventory. Give somebody the dynamite. So they each have a dirty copper. And Bill has the dynamite, which probably makes sense for him because he's the slowest. Let's see, so let's give her the shotgun, and I'll take this. We got one more consumable. I'll give it to Jin. Jin is me, I guess, right? Alright, cool. Quest completed. I think we've seen everything there is to see over here.
Yeah.
I mean, they highlight the points of interest pretty well. Yeah, I don't know if we...
I think I can see something.
What was that? I wonder if we... I mean, everything seems marked, but I don't know if we...
We're lost, aren't we?
Uncover things as we go that aren't already marked, you know what I'm saying? Let's check this out, though. Oh my goodness. Red Cross. Suddenly, we stumbled upon a scene so gruesome, so irrational, that even I cursed silently. Looking down, we could see a patch of blood-soaked snow surrounding a flimsy cross. Someone nailed a naked man to it, then left him to die in the cold. I got off my horse and took a step closer. Flynn didn't follow. Be careful. Examine the scene. This man had been dead for days, left out in the weather. Animals had gotten to him, leaving behind only a scrawny, skeletal shape with a mass of dried guts spilled between his legs. Look for anything useful. Ignoring the stench, I kicked the snow and guts around the corpse in search of anything useful. I noticed something stuck inside the corpse's chest cavity. Could it be playing cards? Suddenly, the corpse jerked up, twisted its neck, and snapped with its teeth at my face. Less. Flynn, any ideas? Flynn, have you ever seen anything like that? The Revenant continues to mumble. The undead thing kept trashing about or thrashing, hoping to attack us, but the nails and the ropes held tight. Did he just say mammon? Anyway, this light in his eyes, it does remind me of the ghost train. I don't know. Cut off his head or something. I don't want to look at it. Without the head, I guess we did. The undead was now less lively. Now it was a simple matter of courage. Okay, so we get choice of cards. Oh. Okay, so the cards can affect our stats, apparently. Cool. Okay, so what are our choices here? So, this first choice, where we get the cards, we lose 2 HP. We get 9 of spades, increasing our bullseye chance by 3. King of diamonds, max luck increased by 13. Queen of clubs, speed up by 4. This one, same things except it's Flynn who takes the hit. And this one, same except Bill takes the hit. Let's have Bill take the hit. Does he get the cards then? I guess so. It's not a permanent decrease to our HP, right? I'm gonna take the cards, I think, and we'll just see. Is this damage or is this reduce our max HP? And I don't know if we can exchange cards with each other, so let's just see what happens. As I reached between the ribs, the headless corpse jerked and I felt its sharp, broken bones jab my hand. At least I managed to get hold of the cards. God damn it, screw you, bonehead. You unlock new cards. Open the cards menu by clicking its icon at the top right of the screen. Cool. Cards. By adding cards to a character's hand, you can improve their statistics. Okay, so I guess we can share. For example, select Jin and put the King of Diamonds in his hand to increase his luck. This is pretty sweet mechanic, I like this. Everybody wants cards in their games these days. Right, so we can share the hand. Nice! That's pretty sweet. And here we can see that Jin has this card. Let's go ahead and increase his speed also. Oh, there it is, yep. And then bullseye chance. Why don't we give that to her? Just for grins, okay. Pretty cool. Alright, we gotta find the nearest town now. Let's check out the train station. As we came closer to the station, we saw a single train standing on a side track, and a sad, round man with his hands in his pockets, standing on the wooden platform. You're new, huh? Got in right before the avalanche. What avalanche? The Eastern Pass is blocked. No trains, no roads, nothing. We're trapped here in this damn valley. What's happening in town? Damn Richie's playing sheriff again. I heard they found them a wanted man, a native. They ought to hang him today. A native? Could it be Deer? Big guy wearing an army jacket? Don't know. Never wanted to have anything to do with this. Alright, we're off. Well, why don't we camp first? Let's camp. Let's talk with Bill. We were both curious about our new, freshly resurrected friend.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? We don't even know what is he.
But before I could ask any questions, Flynn pulled me away and scolded me. We're in the middle of nowhere and we might be facing off against the devil himself soon. And we already lost good men, so yes, I feel like joining forces with a gritty veteran who can't die is a mighty fine notion. With talents like yours, it ain't like you got a right to complain about others hauling around that kind of strangeness. Flynn cursed, but she let me go. Tell me again about your life, Bill.
Back in my breathing days, folks called me Old Man Bill. I've seen everything. Done everything the West has to
we
offer.
already heard this. After I retired, I lived on this here farm with my wife and son. For the longest period of my life, I found peace, but it didn't last. One day, an old enemy of mine showed up at my door, determined to cross me off his list of debts to be paid. I killed 7 of his men before the last 3 wrestled me down and held me tight. Then he drew his gun and put me down like a dog. Oh, it must have been years, Flynn says.
One day, I just woke up in that pine box buried in my yard. At first I thought I'd been dreaming. I remembered this vision of a train of death.
Yeah, we heard this already.
Driven by the devil himself and chugging its way.
Go on, Flynn. I bet he doesn't mind. So, are you really dead?
I'm afraid so, miss. I got no pulse. I don't need to breathe. My insides have rotted away. I'm little more than dust and bone. Yet, I feel this strange power in me. I don't feel the pains from growing old anymore. I don't feel much at all. Everything seems gray, and the world tastes like ashes. Yet here I am. I linger on.
Ask about his past.
I ain't proud of my past, Carter. I roamed around the whole hard West like my boots were always itching to move. Never settled down. At least not till that farm at the end. It's a hell of a tale. But I need to think some about how I want to tell it.
Alright, fair enough, partner.
In my outlaw days, I ran with this
Oh,
gang
here he goes.
called the Cardinals. Oh, bloodiest damn gang in the hard West. I was young and stupid and just fucking despicable. I loved every minute of it. To hold a gun on someone and know you have their life on the tip of your fingers, it's exhilarating.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Very interesting. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is really I like the flow of the game. Okay. Well, I'm guessing there's a fight in Boomtown, so we might want to save that to the next episode. But before we do, let's see, let's go to the map here. I'm guessing, yeah, why don't we hold here for today? Let's just go over here real quick. Like, just take a look-see. I assume this is probably his.
Can you see anything?
So the map.
Whew, my lashes are freezing over.
I guess it'll just. Yeah, we can't get there from here. Okay. Let's position ourselves right outside Boomtown, and we will call it a day. And then next episode we'll see if it's our pal who's being persecuted. Alright. Until next episode, I thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what you think, your thoughts. And if you haven't subscribed, I sure would appreciate it. But in any case, until next time, please take care. Bye-bye.